Children, now why people really love technology. Now we are going into the part 4. This is a dry lesson and even very big lesson. Control yourself, you have to hear that's all. Just go through this lesson. It's an interview with Genevieve Pell. So all the people are really they are in love with technology. So this was an interview given by Genevieve Bell, to whom it was the interview given by Alexis C. Madrigal. Madrigal has taken the interview from Genevieve Bell. From three parts, we are going through that. Now we are entering into the fourth part. So he says, yeah, Seoul is crazy. Who says Seoul is crazy? Who is that saying Seoul is crazy? Madrigal. She's working there and she's an Australian. So there is an amazing disconnect. What she's telling, there's this amazing disconnect. Amazing means very surprising, too much surprising. All these engineers and computer scientists said they were building this ubiquitous computing feature, and I would already been in it. So everyone is saying that they are building some other technology, they are doing some other type of computer and everything. So, and she's telling I was already there in that. I think for me, this narrative about the future had become so kind of, I don't know, adopted that people had missed the fact that it already happened. What she's telling is, I think for me, this narrative about the future had become so kind of. So adopting technology has become a long backward, she's telling. Already people have been adopted to that. Why there is some future that people have to adopt? You are asking a question. It is not the thing. Already people have adopted, that people had missed the fact that it already happened. So everyone is thinking that they have to adopt technology. No, no, it has been already happened. What she is narrating is the adoption of technology has already taken by the general people, and everyone is going and they are being imbibed in that, she is telling. So again, where is the need to have some to have some adoption of technology? No, already they have been adopted and they are already living in that, she is telling. I think that part of the reason they missed it was that the ubiquitous computing. What is meant by ubiquitous? Happening everywhere. So the without computer there is no one. Everyone is using. The total world has depended on that. That has happened in Asia in the past decade took a different form. So what the thing happened in Asia? So they feel it is the backward. But in Asian continent, what had happened in the past decade means 10 years back, took a different form. It did not come out of industrial research labs and private enterprises. So Asia didn't come out of these private enterprises. It came out of government and was back-ended by a vision driven by city-states about notions. Notions means feelings of citizenship in the future. So if we adopt the technology, what will happen for the future? Asian countries are thinking what will be happen for the future. If this technology adopted, if not the private enterprises were being adopted, what will happen? What will be the future of these states? The thinking by the Asian states. It had a form that was more interested in civic good than individual rights. What she's telling, it had a form. So if we adopt the technology, it will take some other form. What was that? Is interested in civic good. So every citizen will have something or the other good if they adopt their technology than individual rights. So what she's telling, adopting technology will be more interesting than adopting their individual, for the fighting for the individual rights is very less for by adopting the technology. So even then, 10 years back, 10 to 20 years back, Asian countries are backlog countries using this technology, adopting technology. Asian countries are backlog. What she's telling is, you could understand, I think. See, Seoul is crazy. So they are living in Australia, and she's telling a crazy of happening this technology. There's amazing disconnect. So what you are saying is not connected. All these engineers and computer scientists said they were building ubiquitous computing feature. So the computer that should exist everywhere they are building, they are saying. And I would already been in it, what they are saying, and I already been in the building of that computer. I think for me this narrative about the future had become so kind of. So the what they are telling is been already been adopted by the people she is telling. And coming to the countries of Asia and Seoul, they are already, they may be a backlog, but they too are been so adopting the in private enterprises in the computer system is maybe some backlog, but they too are been adopting, she is telling. And what was that work in how it has been taken? So Madrigal is questioning, and what was that work and how it had happened in the Asian countries for the private enterprises. So then Genevieve Bell is answering that I think it was about all sorts of things. What she's telling, it was about all sorts of things. I think if we are saying it's going to be ubiquitous, so in what way, he asked. So what she's telling, all sorts of things. In every field, the technology is going to be adopted in all the fields. If you are saying it's going to be ubiquitous, so she's questioning the madrigal itself. If it is going to be ubiquitous, means if it is going to be spread everywhere in the world, then you have to talk about the fact that the internet is not a seamless global technology to be seen. Seamless means to be seen. If you are going to be the adopting technology of the computer is everywhere, if you say, then you have to talk about the fact, it is a fact, that the internet is not a seamless or global technology. So if the computer is to be used automatically, obviously internet is to be used. It is a global technology. If the computer is ubiquitous, internet is a global technology. So these two are interconnected with one another. Do you understand? If the computer technology is ubiquitous, if it is to be everywhere, it is to be found at each and every place, automatically the internet connection is a global technology. I think you understood. It is in fact a very seamed technology, so everyone could see. So what now the happening is there is no physical classes for you. The internet class, nothing but the technology adoption. It is a fact. It is in fact a very seamless technology. What we are seeing now, different places in the world have different regulations and different infrastructures. So coming to the coming to the continents, so different infrastructure in Australia, different infrastructure in Asia. Even then, which means that how you experience the internet in Manhattan is not the way I experience it in Oregon. Oregon, it is a place. Manhattan is a place in America. So if you are using the technology in Manhattan, I experience some other feeling. If I use the internet in Oregon, I may get some other feeling. It is certainly not the way my mother experiences it in Australia. So each and everyone people using internet in some other place may have different feelings, she's telling. But even then, the internet is the same. It's not the way my mates experience it in London. It's not the way. So the thing is, if I take my same mobile phone to some other country, I may experience it in some other way. Could you understand? Which means that how you experience the internet is same, net connection is same, total whole world it is same, but the the feelings which you get in some other place is not the same what you feel in some other place. Maybe you are using the internet, but it depends on the area she is telling. My mate's experience in London partly. Why? Because those all have different standards about what the relationship is to upload and download speeds. So what she's telling, it's totally dependent on the relationship of upload and download speed. So you may use different internet and she may use different internet. In some other place, if you go, the speed of it may vary. The thing they produce, they give us maybe vary. The feelings, the experience, we may get it in different ways. She's telling. My colleagues in Singapore experience an internet that is fast in both directions. So both directions means here both directions means nothing but upload and download. We pay different amounts. So for that they are paying different amounts it seems. We have different package structures. So depending on the package structure also, we will have the internet speed. We have different configurations of the technology. So the different information moves at different speeds. Yes, different information moves at different speeds. If some other people comes to your village, comes to your city, they may ask for internet. So here you may not get this. By this time you will get. If you go there, you will get. You may not get here. They say this. It is a common thing. It happens. So even the package it was being provided in the areas that we have to check. She's telling that we have different configurations of the technology so that different information moves at different speeds. So if you download images, it's very easy. If you download material, it is easy. If you depending on the speed, if you want to have some internet on so current events, it's also maybe it works or not, but uploading and downloading it takes time. Only the thing is, it's uploading and downloading, it may take time. Even then, the moving of each and everything will vary. In different information moves at different speeds. If you are working on a mobile network, that's very different from a fixed network. So mobile network varies from a fixed network. That we all know. Now we have all the experience. Now at present we are facing already all these things. We know that there are different regulatory frameworks. What is meant by framework? What is meant by framework? Fix it to one area and we work. That is called framework. Fix it to one area and we do the work. That is called framework. So that as the internet turns up, so that the internet turns up in different countries, it is experienced and felt differently. So depending on the packages, depending of the areas we get internet speed, so we experience and we feel in some other way depending on the areas and depending on the packages. Not all applications run the same way, and not only that, all the apps they are provided here, the apps they are provided in some other countries, they may also may not run in the same way. And for me, to talk about the internet is already to tidy up this incredibly interestingness. What she's telling, to talk about the internet is already to tidy. So she got some clarity, incredibly interestingness. She was totally involved in that. So talking about the internet is very much interesting to her and for me. So wherever she goes, she only talk of this technology and talk of this net connections and all this. So she is much incredibly interesting mess for her. Which one? The technology adoption and the internet adoption. So using of this internet. There is not an internet, there are many internets. Not only one, there are many. And they are going to feel different, experience it differently, and use it differently, and imagine it differently. So we feel different, we experience different. and we imagine different. So that is a see, we feel different. So if you come and use internet in Vijayawada, may not be the same you feel it in Hyderabad. And the same with the same internet connection, if you go to some other state, it may not be the same. And if you go to some other country, it may not be the same. So what she is telling, it's going to feel different, experience different, and use it different, and imagine it different. And you are going to imagine that also in very different way. I want to change this a tiny bit to talk about 3D printing some more. Now this is the question by Madrigal. This is all. This paragraph totally is a question by Madrigal. First of all, we should understand the question. Next, we will go to the answer of Genevieve Bell. This is all totally up to technologies first. See, who is going to adopt these physical technologies first? Up to this is totally a question. If you go through the book, you could see. I want to change this a tiny bit to talk about 3D printing some more. Change gear, GEAR, gear means here గేర్ మార్చడం అని తెలుగులో అంటాం కదా. అంటే ఇక్కడ దాని అర్థం ఏంటంటే అమ్మ ఇక్కడ యూ వాంట్ టు ఫోకస్. Madrigal is telling, I want to focus a tiny bit to talk about 3D printing. So he has finished talking on internet. Now he came to, he just want to have some information of 3D printing, regarding 3D printing from Genevieve people. I find it remarkably difficult to get into because I am from the software. I gave up after the computer tinkerers interferes. I am not from a period where I would have learned soldering. So I am not from the field of computers. Once I was there, but I came out of it. So I am not going to interfere. Tinkerers means interfering people. Tinkerers means here the people who interfere. What is meant by interfere? మధ్యలో కల్పించుకునే వాళ్ళని ఇంటర్ఫియర్ అంటారు, థింకరర్స్ అని కూడా అంటారు. I came out after the computer tinkerers. The technology adoption has become so vast and vast, and I was not, and I don't want to be stay there. Now I'm not a software engineer. I came out of that. I'm not from a period where I would have learned soldering. I don't want to interfere this hardware or software. By the time I got there, I could just get a box. Box means here computer. So means box means ikkada CPC. I had to learn how to run the box, and I had to put in RAM now, and then but the finished product came to me and I built. So what he is telling, he is explaining about the hardware things, the platform on top of that. Now there is this re-emergence again. So I came out of that field, and again we have to interfere on what he is questioning. On the physical culture of the craft, DIY side. Physical culture of the craft. Here, what he is telling is we have to do everything for ourselves. DIY side means do it yourself. So we have to do for ourselves. So this 3D printing or the technology, we have to adopt and we have to do that. That is the physical culture of the body. This is a physical culture of the body. We should not escape anything. We cannot escape anything. We have to go through that. We have to do for ourselves. So, and this 3D printing side of things that I don't understand how to use. And this 3D printing, I can't understand how to use. Who is going to adopt these physical technologies first? He's questioning. Who is going to use these physical technologies first? He's asking. So what she's telling, so this is the question. I think you understood. I want to change this a tiny bit to talk about 3D printing some more. I find it remarkably difficult to get into because I am from the software side. I came up after the computer tinkerers. I'm not from a period where I could have learned soldering. By the time I got there, I could just get a box. Box means here what I tell you, CPU. I had to learn how to run the box and I had to put in RAM now and then, but the finished product came to me and I built things. The platform on top of that. Now there is this re-emergency of the physical culture of the craft. That is means DIY side. Means do it to yourself side. So we have to do things for ourselves. And this 3D printing side of things that I don't understand how to use. Who is going to adopt these physical technologies first? So hardware using hardware, who is going to adopt these first? He's asking the question to Genevieve Bell, what she's telling. We have been in a decade of dematerialization. See, I think you could understand what is meant by Material means the book is called the material. The textbook provided for you is called material. Dematerialization. The textbook, I am making it for you through this YouTube. This is called dematerialization. Material you get in solid form. The material which you get in solid form from a textbook is called material. Dematerialization, there is no material. The net, what you are using and what I have done to you is called the textbook has become dematerialized. Now I am giving you the textbook, total textbook I am giving you through this net. So we have been in a decade of dematerialization. Already the dematerialization has finished. Already okay, 10 years back, 10 years back, we got this dematerialization. All the markers of identity, you and I, the markers of identity, the materialization people are nothing but you and I. Here, who is you, Madrigal, and who is I, Bell. When we were younger, knew how to talk about ourselves. When we are young, we know how to talk about ourselves. To ourselves and others through physical stuff, music, the books on our shelves, photos, and everything. It shows our identity, what we people are. The physical stuff shows the physical stuff, what we possess with us shows what we are. The music, the books on our shelves, photos. These all show what we people are once. What 10 years back, what we people are shows by the shelves, photos, stuff of music, everything. But now it is not that. We have gone through a period where a lot of that content is dematerialized. Now it is not the thing. You just go through your computer or through your mobile, and what material you possess, that is you. We have gone through a period where a lot of that content is dematerialized. Now there is no any such kind of music tape recorder is not there, no any cassettes, no any books in the shelves, no any photos. So now we have the totally, it is been dematerialized. Now it became virtual. Virtual means the thing what I possess will be shared by you. That is called virtual. The same thing what I possess could be shared by you also. It is a virtual. You could send people playlists. So if you like Kishore Kumar songs, you could send it. If you like Bal Subramanian song, you could the whatever your interest, totally the playlist you could send, you could share. But it's not the same as having someone go through your record collection. But if you have a record of that, all the collection in your CDs, or if not a tape recorders, so you may not do that. But it is now it is dematerialized. You could send it. The material has been dematerialized. It could be possessed by each and everyone, and it is a virtual. It had a different sort of intimacy. It has become a different sort of intimacy. Intimacy means nearness. It's a different. So possessing a tape record, possessing a book is different of possessing a e-book and possessing a e-collection of playlist. And it doesn't surprise me that after 10 years of early adoption dematerialization, all the identity work and now the seduction of the physical object has come back in full force. Again, asking for the same thing again in dematerialization means it is nothing. You are asking a old question, she's telling. Now it's a kind of pendulum. So what is meant by pendulum? This is called pendulum. This is pendulum. This is pendulum. So for you people only, I bought these figures. It gives a turn this way, it turns this way and this way. One oscillation. This is called oscillation. Oscillation. This is called oscillation. So one oscillation is a 1 second. So turning this side to this side and coming back to here is called one oscillation, and it takes 1 second. So 60 times of oscillation is a 1 minute. So this is called, the swinging thing is called pendulum. So here what you want to tell is, it's a swinging thing. We move between the virtual and real a great deal. The real is having a book with us, and the virtual is having a ebook. The real is the real is having a original textbook with us, the printed matter with us. And the same book which was being converted into ebook and was being and could be shared by anyone is called virtual. It is a pendulum, she's telling. It could be like this, virtual and real, virtual and real. And we have historically, that's hardly a new thing. So we have to wait and see how it will become. Historically hardly a new thing. What will happen in the history, what will it will happen in the future, we have to wait and see, she's telling. You have told me, now Madrigal is questioning. You have told me that in your Intel lab, you focus on what people love. So here what she's telling is what people love. Only she have to do is what her job in Intel is, what general people's interest is, she have to record it, and she have to demand the technology people to adopt and do it in some other way. That is our job. And what do people really love about new technology? And he's questioning. And what type of technology the people they want to have? He's questioning. He's telling, I have so many stories of people reflecting on the waste technology. Their parents' voices they don't know they had. Even they are unable to connect themselves that they had. I remember years ago, people mostly 20, 30, and even 40 something means age group 20, 30, 40, reflecting on the fact that when email and text messaging came along, they suddenly heard their father in a way had never been before. So they felt very near. This charting, because of this charting in the charting in the computer, they felt the relations are very near to them. It gave a generation of taciturn men a way to have effective relationship across their families. See, once okay, 10 to 15 years back, we are unable to talk with the foreigners. 10 to 15 years back, we are unable to talk with the foreigners. We have to pay much amount. Now it is the cheapest thing. So the families and the friendship and everything across the families, the relationship on a global scale, it has the adopting of technology made very thick. The relations are effective now. I still hear about the way people are connecting on Facebook. See how the people are connecting in the Facebook. They whatever they want to have, whatever their childhood friendship, everything they are getting from the Facebook. We have been in a decade of dematerialization. All the Marx identity. You and I, when we are younger, knew how to talk about ourselves to ourselves and others. There's physical stuff, music. I think that we finished this. It is a virtual intimacy. Now, do we think early adopters are going to be who are the early adopters? Is asking. It's really going to run the gamut means world. It is going to run the world. That's clearly it's a world. It's really interesting, and it's really world is one of it. Clearly, it's about small scale cottage industry. I think some of it is about art. It's been like that for a long time. Lovingly in Australia, we call that custom. So that they feel it's easy. The early adopters will become custom, it seems. Like knitting and crochet. Crochet means it's a knitting. Knitting means alladam. అల్లిక చేసినట్టుగా వాళ్ళు అడాప్ట్ అయిపోతారట టెక్నాలజీ. So the last class answers are being given. 2 and 2 makes 4. Each of the thieves should be punished. 50 kilometers is a great distance. Rama, not you, had won the prize. The public are requested to cooperate. The collector and the magistrate had attended the meeting. Death or disgrace is before him. Iron as well as gold are found in India. Each of the sisters are a good dancers. The meeting had chosen a president. These are the answers. Note down. Now you have to write down answers for these. Provincial, superintendent, intelligible, distinctly, pedantic, panorama, dubious, scuttle, subsuming, consume. Thank you all hearing me. Take care. You have to write down all these in your notebook. Thank you all. Take care of yourself.